What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another trophy talk for you. This is going to be for the week of October 27th, 2019, and all for this whole week. It's just been not too successful, I guess you could say. I guess it's been successful, but it hasn't been. I haven't been getting the most trophies that I could get, and I've been focusing mainly on one game, but well, we'll get into that. But anyway, what have I been playing this week? Well, the main game that I've been playing this week is Sakura. I've been putting a lot of time into this. I've been playing it on stream the most. And the other game that I have been putting a lot of time into, which you guys aren't seeing right now because I haven't earned any trophies, is Destiny 2. I've been putting a decent amount of time into Destiny 2. Last week I said that last week was the last week that I needed to do the Ascendant challenges and stuff to get all the corrupted eggs and stuff to get a Triumph seal. That was correct, but I am getting the eggs from the raid. I need to complete the raid, and then I do need to do a collections badge for the Dreaming City in order to get the Dreaming City seal. So the last thing I need for the collections badge for the Dreaming City is a ship. So in order for me to finish Destiny 2 and get the DLC done, I need a ship from the Dreaming City. I need 1 egg from the raid because I got 4 out of the 5, and then I need to complete the raid. Now, the good thing about the Last Wish raid, to complete it, you can actually teleport to the last boss and fight the last boss and beat it. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that, so might end up doing that to beat the raid, but we'll see how it goes. I do want to do that sooner rather than later, but Destiny 2 is very close to being 100%. Hopefully I'll have that done by the next video, but we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. The other game, like I said, I've been playing a lot of is Sakura. I think that's how you pronounce it. I kind of got to a point in this game and I was kind of nervous to move forward because I didn't want to miss anything. Turns out I was just psyching myself out, so I've been progressing in the story. I've set up these 3 endings right here. So I'll be getting these 3 endings, plus a few other bosses. I've gotten all the upgrades and stuff that I need for the time being. I am going to work on acquiring all skills before I do finish the game my first time. And then I'll have to play through on New Game Plus to get the Shura ending and then a few other upgrade materials to upgrade all the prosthetics. But all in all, I've been enjoying Sakura. I always doubt myself how to pronounce that, but yeah, I have been enjoying myself with Sakura. There's obviously been some frustration with the game that just comes with any Soulsborne game. You're going to get frustrated at it, and you know, it is what it is. I kind of need to have a clear mind, and I need to fully focus on the game to get through some of these boss battles sometimes. But all in all, I am getting through the rest of this game. I am hoping to have this platinum by the next week or so, but we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. But I've been enjoying that, and it's been a game that's been really on the back burner for a long time to complete, and I've just been kind of putting it off and putting it off. And I know it did just come out in 2019, so it's not like I've been putting it off for years, but it's been months, and it's a decent game. I didn't play it as much as I wanted to when it came out, but I am trying to finish it. Up next, we have Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. This kind of came up out of nowhere. Taz ended up messaging me earlier in the week asking to do this. This game literally takes like 20-30 minutes to do the online, so I just hopped on and did it. Usually, if someone asks me to do the online for a game and it literally takes like under a half an hour, I'll usually hop on and do it just because it's fast and easy. So, hopped on, did that again, really took no time at all, and that's the last game I've played this week or earned trophies for. It's been a few days. The other game that I kind of missed out on last week was MK10. I planned on doing the Invasion boss battle, but I missed the one last week. The one for this week is actually out today, so I'm probably going to be doing that for a majority of my time, trying to get those few invasion trophies just to get that out of the way, because that was unobtainable for a while. It is now obtainable, so I am going to try to do that. And they come around about once a week, so If I don't end up getting the one trophy, which is to get like 1,000 hits or whatever, I'll just have to wait until next week. But hopefully this can load. There's just a few trophies at the bottom here for the invasions. You have to play an invasion boss fight, deal 1,000 total hits during an invasion boss fight, complete an invasion tower, and win an invasion 1v1 fight. So 4 trophies there. I'll get those and kind of move on from MK10, but that is what I am going to be working on probably tonight when you guys are watching this video, hopefully. But all in all, that's what I've been playing this week. Again, not too much. A lot of time has been going into Destiny 2 and Sakura streaming. And then, you know, like I said, Sonic was kind of just off to the side, just kind of popped up. So what do I plan on playing in the upcoming week? Well, I want to finish Sakura, get that platinum done, because then I'm going to move on to some other games to play on stream and some other games that I want to platinum. But I do want to finish Sakura just because it's been what I've been focusing on for the most part. Destiny 2, I do want to finish getting that seal and beating that raid and kind of getting done with that game, getting the 100% and kind of putting it away for a little bit. And then MK10 I'm going to work on a little bit after I do get the platinum in Sakura. I don't know if it'll be this week or when it'll be. I don't know what the next game is going to be. My next like big game that I focus on. I know on Twitch I kind of put Game of Thrones, finishing Game of Thrones up, so I might be doing that on stream. Off stream I might be trying to get the Dirt 4 platinum. I saw that they put out Dirt Rally 2.0 DLC again today, so I might try to get that Dirt 4 platinum and then move over to Dirt Rally 2.0 and get those dirt games done. There are a few other games that I want to play. They're racing related. I really want to play Wreckfest that came out about a month or so ago. And there's a few other games that I want to play. I always say this, and this is going to be my focus, but one of these games on this list I won't be able to do. Rest in peace. But I am wanting to finish Spin Tires. It's in my current folder on my PlayStation 4, so I do plan on playing that sometime soon. That's the goal, sometime soon. And the other game in here that I want to get done, and honestly, it might be the game that I do next on stream after Sekiro, is Horizon Zero Dawn. Doing that DLC and getting that done. I don't anticipate that taking too long, but might just be something that I play on stream just because it's a pretty chill game. But then other than that, Uncharted 4, I really don't care too much about. It takes time because you need to level up in the survival mode in order to, you know, beat the highest leveled ones in the right amount of time and everything. So that's purely going to come to me just sitting down and dedicating some time to leveling up to get the right gear and everything, and then finding a few people to play with. But that's not really my big focus right now. That'll probably be the last game that I focus on, getting the DLC done, because after I do Horizon, Spin Tires, and Destiny 2, I'm probably going to focus on Need for Speed Most Wanted, because I've wanted to do that game for a while. I am going to need somebody to do the online with. I did do the online that required like 8 people. There is a license plate in the online that requires 8 people. Let me see if I can figure out which one it is. I don't know which one it is. It's one of these, I think. Supersonic, super powered, supernatural, and it might be super freak. One of these license plates requires like 8 people. You have to jump over like 8 people at one time, which is like really stupid. So that kind of sucks. But I did do it. The whole reason why I haven't 100% Need for Speed Most Wanted yet, it's one of the games. It's one of the handful of games on my trophy list that glitched on me. And it glitched in the worst way possible because my game save actually corrupt. And that was back when I don't think I had Plus when I played the game, because the PS4, I didn't own a PS4 yet, so there was no reason of having Plus. So I didn't have the game save backed up to a cloud or to a USB or anything, so completely lost my game save. I think the good thing is, though, I can do, there is single player DLC, but I think it's unlocked right from the beginning of the game. So I literally have to just start the game back up, do the single player DLC, and then farm out all the online, because a lot of the online DLC is literally just driving around the map in an online lobby, doing certain things. You don't really have to do anything too crazy, and you don't need a freakish amount of people other than that one license plate. But I'll probably do this with Simon. I think that's who I talked about doing this with, but yeah, this is something that I'll probably hop on sooner rather than later. And then you have the new Need for Speed coming out. The thing is with Need for Speed, and this is just me in general. Hold on. I put a poll out a while back on YouTube, and I basically said, what would you guys want to see from a content standpoint? Or like, what essentially would you want me to finish games where I've done the online? Would you want me to finish games in series? What would you want to see? And the answer was series. Need for Speed is a series that, like, I've always really just wanted to sit down and play all of them. And there's no reason that I can't do any of them. I've done 3 of them so far. So I've done Undercover, which is a pain in the ass. I've done Hot Pursuit, which is not really a pain in the ass. Hot Pursuit is probably my favorite Need for Speed on the PS3. And then Most Wanted just takes a little bit of time. The ones that kind of worry me are Shift, which I've done the online for Shift. I just need to play it and complete it. Shift 2 worries me a little bit, but the thing with that game, with that like really stupid trophy, is it just requires making alt accounts and having a person to play with. So that's really not that bad. You just need a dedicated person. It takes a little bit of time. Really not that bad. The Run, I boosted this back in February, which you can see almost a year ago. We're going on. Waves and I did that, knocked out all the online. I do have the trophy that's now unobtainable in, I think it's for the auto log or whatever. I had that trophy, so that game's literally just playing back through the story mode, doing a few of the challenges in the game, and then that'll be done with that. Rivals, I've done the online, so it's just playing through the game. Need for Speed 2015 is just playing through the game. And then obviously there is, I think that's all of them, other than on the PS4 you have Heat coming out and then Payback, which I have Payback, I just need to play it. And then Heat's coming out and the trophy list dropped for that, and it looks pretty easy, so not too worried. But like, that's a series that I can do Need for Speed. That'd be a cool series to do, but I've just been thinking about recently, like, series that I would love to finish. And fully, like, platinum and 100%. Part of one series that's tied in with that is Far Cry. But as you guys know, the thing holding Far Cry back from getting that, finishing the series is Far Cry 2. Now, I haven't worked on the online for a little bit with NCS Fan. Him and I were doing the multi-kills. We did the revives and we were working on the multi-kills. It's kind of gone... I've kind of put that on pause for now, just until I finish Destiny 2, because I've been putting a lot of time into Destiny 2 and trying to get that done. But when I get done Destiny 2, I do want to hop back into Far Cry 2 and put a little bit of time in each week and try to get the multi-kills done. I do have 3 copies of this game, so boosting the kills shouldn't be too difficult, since I'll be able to kill 2 ults at a time instead of just 1, so it should go twice as fast, so I'm not too worried. NCS Fan told me that he's more than halfway done all the kills, and he's about 25-ish hours in, so he anticipates it only takes around 40 to 50-ish hours, depending what method you're using. Now, obviously, if I'm using 2 alts, theoretically, it should take half the time, but I'm thinking it'll probably take around 30 hours to get the rest of the multiplayer done, which I don't have a problem dropping that much time in to get that done. But Far Cry is another series that I would love to do. Another series I'd love to do, the F1 series. There's just every series I would love to finish it. And I always look at my list and I start from the top, and I'm like, the first series that I always see when I start from the top is Air Conflicts. And I own all the Air Conflicts games. There's only one that I don't have on my list yet, which is Vietnam for the PS3. I need 6 people to do that. So I might set a boost up for that to get that done. But part of my problem is I would love to get series done. I would love to get all the games done, but I don't have the time that I want to do all of it. And I've talked about this in the last few trophy talks, and I feel like I spread myself thin when it comes to doing things, and I say that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. And I would really like to just focus my time on like one game, even when it comes to online, right? So if I'm going to do Far Cry 2, I want to focus all my time on Far Cry 2. Anytime that I'm playing, I want to focus on Far Cry 2. Maybe have a game in the background, so if something isn't happening or NCS fan isn't available or this or that, I have that game to play. Or I just, you know, do the other multi-kills. But, you know, like, usually I would try to have a few games like in rotation that I work on, and I kind of want to step away from that, and I kind of want to start focusing on one game and trying to get one game done at a time, because I want to start getting things done. Recently I've been, you know, I'm not a big fan, not a big advocate of looking at numbers, looking through numbers. Oh, my numbers, you know, how many platinums I've earned this year. I'm not a big advocate of doing that, right? But the one number that I always look at, and it kind of dictates and it kind of shows me how much progress I'm making, is my completion percentage, right? So a year or two ago, if you check my profile, I think my completion percentage was below 50%, and I've slowly started to grow it by getting more platinums and finishing more games and finishing DLCs and doing this and doing that. And I'm proud of myself for that, because that's showing that I'm making progress. I'm finishing games. Now, obviously, playing games is a hobby. It should be for fun, and I still think it is for fun. Collecting trophies is for fun. So, you know, I'm not saying like, oh, if that starts to tank, like, I'm going to stop playing games. No, it's just like, that just shows that I'm actually completing games that I'm playing, instead of just playing a game for 2 seconds and hopping over to something else. The thing that kind of sucks about my completion percentage is I do things like with this Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, where I put a game on my list and I earn like a few trophies just to get the online done, and then it just sits there. So I would like to finish those games, but at the same time, I do kind of want to focus more on doing series. And before, what I would do is, when I did a series, I would play like a game in the series and then put it down for a while. And then I'd be like, I'll come back to it in a few months. And something that I'm thinking about that with is like Hitman. So I sat down probably about 2 years ago and I got through Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. Now, if you know anything about the Hitman games, Silent Assassin is probably the most difficult one to do out of all the Hitman games. And I sat down and I did it, and I enjoyed it. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna knock the franchise out. And I haven't played a Hitman game since then, just because I'm having issues kind of picking what games to play. So that kind of sucks. So I think what I want to do, what I was doing was I was doing the random number generator. I don't know if you guys know about this, but essentially I have a list of all my games in an Excel file. And I go into Google and I type in random number generator, and I have it generate a number. And whatever it picks is the game that I play and I go through. I kind of want to do that now, but I want to do that with franchises. So I don't know. I could still do the random number generator, and if it picks something, I just do the first game in that franchise. But yeah, I have so many games and I want to play them, and I don't have the time. And part of it comes down to the multiplayer. Like, I should probably like hang back, stop doing so much multiplayer, or stop dedicating so much time. But part of it just comes down to me picking what games I want to play and I want to get through. So, you know, I'm essentially fighting myself at the end of the day. So, and like I said, I hate spreading myself thin, because I tell my friends over here, yeah, I'll play Destiny 2 with you. And then I tell my friends over here, and then I tell NCS fan, yeah, I'll boost Far Cry 2 with you. And then I tell this person over here, yeah, I'll do this with you. And then I tell this person, oh yeah, I'm streaming tonight. I'm going to be playing this game. And I'm like doing all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, like I feel like I'm like letting people down at a time, but you know, it just is what it is. When it comes to Destiny 2 though, once I get done doing the DLC, I think I'm just going to nix the game and just like stop playing it altogether. And I know that I'm probably going to aggravate a few of the people that I play with, because I kind of got them back in to play the game because I needed people to raid with. So if I kind of just disappear, that's going to kind of be like, eh. But for the most part, like, I've been putting a lot of time into Destiny 2. Like, out of all the time that I've been playing during the week, I probably put a solid 4 to 5 days or nights into playing Destiny 2. Just to get good guns, just to level up, just to kind of prepare for the raid. Mainly, I was doing it because I needed to do the Ascendant challenges for the bones and the eggs. That's over with, so I really haven't been playing too much. But I am going to try my best to finish up and get done the seal and the raid and just get Destiny 2 done. Because like I said, that's been a lot of my time. And then when that's done, then I can hopefully finish Sakura up, or Sekiro. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Sakura, man. It's killing me. Sekiro. I think Sekiro is the correct pronunciation. But I want to finish Sekiro up, and then I want to hop into Far Cry 2, finish up those multi-kills with NCS Fan, and then kind of put the rest of it on me. I do want to finish that game, the multiplayer for it, you know, after I do the multi-kills. And having 2 ults should definitely speed up the process. And then there's a few other games. There's a few other games with some pretty stupid online that I want to do. And part of me has been like, why don't I just wait until server shutdowns get announced to go for games? But then part of me is like, the reason I want to do them is because if stuff happens where the game just goes down out of nowhere, and then you have a shitty company like, I don't know, Codemasters, who doesn't give a damn about their player base. They're just like, the game's down, features are down, doesn't matter. Because they've done that with games. They've done that with Dirt 2. They've taken the DLC off the store for Dirt 3, obviously for licensing issues, but they couldn't even announce that they were taking it down. You know, so there's companies like that really don't care. Then you have companies like EA where, you know, like the challenges in Rory McIlroy went down, and then within a few months, EA fixed it. They knew it was down. Look at Bad Company 1. Bad Company 1 was unobtainable for years because of a trophy with a photo mode, and EA fixed it. So you have a company like EA where, you know, if a feature stops working and it's reported to them, eventually they're going to get around to fixing it. It might not be right away, but eventually they will. And then you have companies like Codemasters that just don't give a shit. Oh, DirtNet's down in Dirt 2? Oh, you can't do tournaments and get all your trophies and achievements? Whatever. I don't care. So that's why part of me wants to do certain games by certain developers. Like, that's why I want to do Grid Autosport. That's why I want to do all the F1 games, because who knows when Codemasters is just going to be like, well, we can just shut the servers down. It's not that big of a deal. Whatever. So that's kind of my thought with what I want to play. But again, I just have issues kind of picking games to play sometimes and to get through. And I really want to focus on series, but at the same time, sometimes I just don't even know what I want to focus on. I just want to play a game, and that's that. So anyway, I'm going to end that here. A little bit of a shorter episode here. Do want to apologize. Didn't have too much to talk about because I really just haven't been playing anything this week. But we will see where everything takes me in the upcoming week. Like I said, my main focus is going to be Sekiro and Destiny 2 with the MK10 in there to try to get the invasion towers done. So that's kind of the goal of this week. But again, we'll see where it takes me. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys have been up to, what games you've been up to. If you're looking forward to any games coming out this fall. I know in the next few weeks that new Star Wars game is coming out. I'm looking forward to it, but probably not going to play it day one. I'll buy it day one, but I probably won't play it day one. So let me know what you guys what you guys have been up to, what you're looking forward to. I love reading all those comments and everything. So and I do appreciate them. Down in the description below, you'll find links to all types of stuff. My Twitter, my Twitch, where I live stream some platinum trophies and me playing through games. So if you want to go follow me over there, I would greatly appreciate it. You'll find links to my platinum trophy playlist where I show getting all my platinum trophies that I've gotten since I've started YouTube. So if you want to go check any of that stuff out, again, I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you all around sometime soon.